Hey everybody, we're back again playing some Need for Speed. This time I have an interesting purchase to share with you guys. I have a thrustmaster T500 RS steering wheel. Now, we are going to kind of do a review, not of the wheel itself, because everybody knows this is a good wheel. It's excellent. It's beyond anything I even hoped it was going to be. It's that and then some. We are going to basically be reviewing this game with a wheel, because this game, the wheels were kind of shoehorned in after they announced it for PC. They weren't exactly one of the things they were going to initially support. Now, I'm glad they did, don't get me wrong. I'm not sure if it solves all the problems with this game, but it definitely makes some things a lot better. Like the weird delay, like right now I've got the controller plugged in at the same time. I'm going to steer the wheels to lock right now. So it's like this is full to lock right here. That's as far as it goes, right? I'm steering this as soon as I say now, I'm pushing the steering on the joystick as far as it'll go. Now. See how long that took? Now. That's how long it took to get the full lock. Now, unfortunately, because I have to use the, where is it? I don't think I have a look back button on the controller. I gotta see if I can... Oh, that's the gear shift. I need to set a button to look behind me. Okay, we'll temporarily set that to something else. Game controls. Gamepad customize. Where's look backwards? Where? What? Why is there? Okay, rotate camera backwards. Click. Oh, I do have it. Click right stick. It's not working. Well, maybe I have to switch. No, the joystick's working. I mean, the gamepad's working, but it's not letting me look around behind me. What camera was it? Was it this one? No, it's just not working in general. Oh, it's this joystick. No wonder. Okay, whatever. That should be. Well, anyway, this will do. Yeah, there is still a significant time delay with the steering wheel. It's possibly because the controller is plugged in, and so it's a little confused. While I have the controller plugged in, it's looking to the controller for guidance. That's weird. That's really weird. I'm barely steering this wheel, and it's going... Oh, that's because I have the controller plugged in. When I have the controller plugged in, it's handling the steering wheel like it's a joystick. Now, there is a delay. Like, this is going... I'm steering now. You know, it's like, now. And it's like, response is pretty quick. But it's like going from, like, let's say 0 to full lock. Like, now. Full lock. Full lock. Full lock. It's pretty close. It's not 100% on, but it's decent. Now, this is an interesting conundrum because the controller is a lot more stable in this game. If you're good with a controller like I am, and you're probably better than me, but let's say you're at least as good as I am, you're so used to a controller that you'll be able to make reliable lap times in this game with a controller. And that's one of those things I've been able to do. Now, I make better times when I get good runs with the wheel. The problem is getting good runs with the wheel. That ends up being the conundrum. Because so far I'm still adapting to this wheel. Now, just so you guys know, my previous wheel was a 900-degree wheel, decent, Logitech made, great for its day, but by today's standards, maybe average to below average entry level. If you guys come across a GT Driving Force Pro or a Driving Force Pro, see it on eBay for 30 or 50 bucks, excellent wheel for that price. I spent maybe 80 on it when it was new. It was going for 150, but I traded in a broken PlayStation 2 for it, so I got $80 off or $70 off. Wheel was the best thing I'd ever gotten. I mean, I didn't even dream wheels could be that good at that time. I had bought a wheel before that, and it was shit. Maybe never want to buy a wheel again. It was rubber bandy, spring action, no force feedback. It was for the PlayStation 1. Felt like a truck wheel the way it was positioned. It was upright. I'm like, who the hell made that? What a bunch of idiots. But Logitech did it great with that wheel, so they really brought my faith back. Now, it's been about 3 years since that wheel broke, and I haven't bought another one. Because one, I'm playing on PC, and I haven't really found PC racing games that I really like that much. I've been a big Gran Turismo fan, and basically every game I bought in between was like, okay, this game just keeps me happy until the next Gran Turismo comes out. And with me not owning a PlayStation anymore and possibly not buying one, I have to start finding some decent racing games to cure that itch that Gran Turismo left behind. And this wheel is the first step to that. This wheel is excellent, and I've used wheels a lot. Now, I haven't fully adapted to this specific wheel. You know, where the buttons are, where the shifters are, because obviously it's so much better. The layout's even really pretty damn good. Paddles are big and awesome, but they're not in the same place as they were on the wheel I was used to before, so there is some adjustment time. I've been at this for about 2-3 days. I'm getting more used to it, but even with that aside, I still fuck up in this game because this game doesn't naturally support wheels. So there's things I think that make it so that you have to steer a lot harder than you normally would in a game that uses a steering wheel. And so you have to go from full lock to full lock a lot more often, which normally you don't have to do very often in a racing game. You almost never need to use full lock unless you get fucked up. And in this game, you kind of have to a lot. So there's one run in particular that I wanted to show you guys. And I'm going to use this car because this is the harder car to drive. I also have a Ferrari and, you know, my classic, the BRZ. This car is heavy and awkward enough that it makes this run challenging. It makes this run really suck, and I hate it. It's my least favorite run in this game, and that's why I'm doing it. And one, so you guys can see how much I suck, but two, is so you guys can see how hard it is to maintain performance on this run. Now, I'll show you the best run I've ever made right now is with the Ferrari, and it's like a 221 or a 222, and it'll come up once I get close enough to this. So yeah, here we go. It'll say that's the respect points, and it'll say my fastest time. Here's the fastest time. It's 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Now that's with the Ferrari. Now, up until today, my best time with this car was somewhere around 232, maybe 235 or 237 with the controller. Now the thing is, I could pretty much reliably make that 235 to 237 with the controller, whereas the 231, 232 with this steering wheel was not always gettable. Now I tried to shoot this video a few minutes ago, and I ran out of hard drive space, and so I had to restart filming all over again. I managed to make it 227. We're going to see if I can do that again. But well, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to have to be quiet after this because I take so much concentration to do this run and get a good time if I'm talking. Just like that. That up real good. Oh, I forgot! I changed reverse! That probably completely fucked up this one. Wow. You know what? Yeah, sorry. We're gonna have to lose this path. I'm gonna do that again. Because between the two, that's not even going to be an accurate representation of anything. Between me running into the tops and running into that wall and forgetting that I got rid of the automatic reverse. Okay, my cooldown time. Go hide in the back. Alrighty, let's do this run over again. I hate. Oh, come on, give me the restart already. Because the button layout, this wheel is good, but it's kind of far. And so if you have your hand over hand, you're not reaching that e-brake. Like right now, my biggest concern is reaching the e-brake, because the e-brake is what I have is the circle button or the B button. This was an Xbox controller. And it's just so far away. And if I have the wheel, if I have my hand that I would normally hit it with on the other end of the wheel because I'm going hand over hand, you're not hitting it. There's certain times while you're turning, you just need that e-brake because this game isn't ranked. And that's the only way to get your car to change direction sometimes. Here we go again. Be quiet now. Oh my god, that copper lined straight up to me. That is some serious bullshit. Ruined my fucking run. And of course another one's coming right after him. Always on the blind fucking corners where you can't do anything about it. Holy fuck this shit. Look at him hiding in there waiting to block. Fuck you, dude. Fuck that up. 229. Not my best. I'm gonna try one more go. See if I can beat a 229. Because I did beat a 229 like 10 minutes ago. I forgot. No reverse. I have to remember that from now on. But I kind of like it. I don't necessarily like having the brake be the reverse pedal. So I'm going to get used to this because I prefer having a solid brake pedal and not accidentally going into reverse because I'm pushing the brake too hard or anything like that. So one more go. And then I'm going to switch to the controller and do the same run over again and see what kind of time I get. This was almost perfect. If it wasn't for that stupid fucking cop, I probably would have gotten an excellent time. You know, I'm fucking up now. I'm talking. Shit. You know what? I hate to do this, but I gotta do that again. That fucking civilian piece of shit. Always do that. They put them around every blind corner. So that's why it's so hard to get reliable runs in this game that I can judge progress on. Because normally I would have any kind of an actual real run. I could give some kind of a statistic that would be stable, but it just isn't. Because every time I do it, if one of these fuckers gets in the way, it completely screws up my run. I got real lucky before when I started this video because there was no cops, and then I could just make the run clean. I mean, they were technically there, but they weren't in the way like they did this last fucking time. Not my best start right there. Not my best start. That was one of those times when hitting the E-brake was impossible. I couldn't reach it. Damn it, there he goes again. Oh, completely fucking me up. There's always a blind fucker around every corner. Time is going to be fucked up, but it's going to be better than the last one. $227. I knew I had a 227 in there somewhere, even with the fuck up. I got a 227. Now, do that same run again with a controller. Try to make that same time. Now the downside is, once I unplug this wheel, I'm probably not going to be able to plug it back into the same video. So we'll kind of do, this will be kind of like the grip run, because grip cars do so much better with the steering wheel than grip runs do. Not because of anything realistic like, but just because of how much quicker you have to flick the car around on the drift runs in this game. I turned up the sensitivity, which majorly helps. So if you guys are going to use a wheel, turn up the sensitivity. Let me show you where that is, so you guys can see it right now. Where's it? I think it was this button. Yeah. So I went to steering, controls, tuning sensitivity. I turned the steering way up. Oops. Maybe it was snake oil because I didn't turn it up on the steering wheel. That's weird. Oh, I didn't turn it up on the steering wheel. I turned it up on the controller. Those are all the different wheels. Where is it? This is the wheel I've got. Not a bad wheel. Now, what are these other wheels? I don't have any of these. All right, well, let's go back. Ooh. Yeah, hold on. Well, anyway, let's go back, change the controller settings back, controls. Because before, all the way up until to this video, I didn't have that up before. I turned that up when I was recording. And it's only for the controller, so I'm going to use the controls I was always using. Since I haven't adjusted the sensitivity on the wheel yet, I'm going to do that later. Try that out. So right now, it was snake oil. It was indeed snake oil. No, I don't want to start with another person. Crap. Oh, I forgot to unplug the wheel. Shit. Unplug the wheel. Works. Now the wheel is unplugged, and the controller can take over. Yeah, this is not going to go well. Well, anyway, whatever. I mean, this guy, I don't know why I got stuck in this group event thing. I must because I accidentally hit something, but don't feel like wasting your guys' time and waiting for this to go by. We'll just start with whoever's here, and if they get in our way, we'll just do one more run. Don't particularly want to do a run with people because they get in the way, but if it happens, it happens. Damn it, fucking civilian piece of shit. That was a damn good run, too. They do that every fucking time. Every single there goes another one. There's nobody on these fucking roads except for in my lane behind a blind corner. Every time. The nice thing about the controller is you can have your hands on the controls at all times. Not only that doesn't always mean you don't fuck up like that, but there's certain times I can change gear with this. It's a lot easier because my hands are on a wheel. And like things like this, oh, I almost had that. Yeah, we're doing this run over again. That run, I fucked up too many times. Because if we're not going to get a successful run, this demonstration is pointless. So we're going to go again. Now, I do believe this car can get better than a 227 with the steering wheel. Because if I hadn't fucked up, it probably would have been 225 or something like that. Let's try it again. No, you're not just not I've hit that wall, but I'd rather hit the wall than fucking civilian bastards. That was really fucked up. The car didn't want to turn in another direction. Not having a good run this time. Another thing, I have a hard time adjusting sometimes when I go from one to the other. A wheel to controller and vice versa. Because my timing's different with the wheel than I do with the controller. And GT love the fact it's always doing that shit. Notice how much easier I skate around those guys when I got the controller. And this is a lot harder to get into when you're trying to use the controller because of how much lag there is when you push in new direction. So trying to aim for narrow things like that with the steering wheel is way easier. That's mainly where I think the wheel's speed comes from in this game. Look at that shit! What was that? I even was steering in the opposite direction, but because the steering wheel is instantaneous, I'm so used to that. Yeah, this one's already fucked up. I'm gonna have to try one more. See, like those kinds of drifts, I couldn't get those with the wheel. This wasn't gonna happen. 232. That 232 is a good time. Yesterday, that was the best I could get with the wheel. So I have gotten faster with the controller despite my fuck-ups. Because before I was getting 234s and 237s. We'll go one more time. Oh, I forgot. Reverse. Reverse. And I got used to doing this without shifting. Yes, I need to get used to shifting. Because shifting is natural. That brake is reversible shit is not natural. Here goes nothing. Fuck that one up real good. Yeah, you can wait till the steering gets far enough in the opposite direction that it can. Dragging the ass end of my car around that corner pretty bad. This is much better, much smoother run anyway. That car just zeroed out for some reason and stopped steering altogether. I still don't know what causes that to happen. The game like gets confused sometimes and it just stops steering and says, no, you don't need to steer right now. If you watch Game Ride on his channel, you'll see the same thing happens to him sometimes. Damn it, I fucked that up. I really fucked that up. That G-Love bastard! Would you get a fucking life and stop being in this area? Completely fucked up my run. As if it wasn't bad enough, I ran into the gas station. Whatever chance I had of redeeming that run. And that reason I didn't make the gas station is because of this controller. That literally is it. There's no way. It's really hard to make that kind of shit with a controller. What the fuck was that? Yeah, this run was horrible. We're gonna have one last go because I want to give the controller every opportunity to beat the wheel if it's possible. But between my fuck ups and the controller's shortcomings, it's close but no cigar. And the downside is I cannot recommend buying a steering wheel just for this game. If you love racing games and you expect to buy more racing games, definitely buy a wheel. But this game, it's marginal. It's marginal. Because even right now, it's a difference of 5 seconds between my slowest run, my fastest run with the controller and my fastest run with the steering wheel. So if the 5 seconds is worth it to you, and you're going to have to down the steering angle, because there's no way that you're going to be able to handle 900 or 1080 degrees in this game. It's just not realistic. This game does not handle that good. Making a better run this time. Here's hoping. Fuck that one up. That was a fucked up turn though. Kind of fucked that one up. Not making the worst time I've ever made before, but not my best either. Turn, you bastard, turn! There's that G-Love faggot again. There he is again, trying to fucking kill me. There's the T500rs again. Civilian bastard. What? That's bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. Once again, controller problem. And there comes the cops again. Fuck you. Yeah, that seems to be it. I don't seem to be able to do any better than that. And that's just it. I don't seem to be able to do any better. Now here's the fun part. I'm going to try plugging the steering wheel back in. I don't know whether it's going to actually work. So and we'll see whether or not it actually steers after we're done. But, oh. The steering wheel does not appear to be working. So one of the things I usually do is if I unplug the controller, plug it back in, or battery pack it, and battery pack it back in, sometimes the wheel will recognize. Nope. Then the other option is if I undo the keyboard, undo the mouse, leave the wheel as the only thing plugged in. Then once the steering wheel and this game's funny about recognizing the wheel. Sometimes it glitches out, and I did something stupid like unplugging it while I was playing. But sometimes it doesn't even require anything that crazy to make this not work. So let's plug in the steering wheel. Then we got the controller in. Control the steering wheel. Ooh, it's pretending like it's trying. Nope. Looks like if I want to do more videos, I'm going to have to do a completely different recording, because once I've unplugged the wheel, that's kind of it. So yeah, even if I go, let's try going to the options just to see if it even shows up, because this is something that, oops, I think I went back to my garage. Shit, it's going to be slightly annoying, but it probably won't matter because I don't seem to be able to get, once I had this wheel not recognized, there isn't really much you can do about it. That's another thing I wish they could do better, because being able to switch between the wheel and the controller is not exactly graceful in this game, and I wish that was something that they'd address. Controls, so let's see, Game Boy wheel. Last time it actually went to different wheels, and I don't see anything. So, it's probably not going to recognize the buttons. None of the buttons are working, and the shifters are working. But anyway, that's kind of it. If you will get probably better times with the steering wheel once you adapt to it, once you have the rotation value set to something that's good for you. If you do grip runs, it is essential. The steering wheel is probably the best option you're going to get for grip runs. I don't think there's anything better than it. The controller you could make do with, but like my Ferrari does way better with the wheel than it does with the controller. Doesn't look as pretty, The runs don't look as like seamless, even though my runs aren't the greatest. You notice that when I have the controller, I can do those seamless drifts from one to the other and go drift around things with more control. But other than drifting, that seems to be the only way the controller is really at the advantage. Speed-wise, you're going to be faster with the wheel. Just to make sure that you're not buying the wheel just to be faster in this game. Buy it because it's awesome and you're going to use it in a lot of other games. That's the time to buy the wheel. If you're not doing that, you're going to be wasting your money because these wheels are way too good to be used in a game that's just regular arcade racer. It gives you a good feel of immersion, and some speed, but you want to play more games if you buy this. So this game does all right. Not one I would recommend. Definitely, you want 360 degrees on your wheel or 540 max. I wouldn't recommend over 540 degrees in the driver settings for this wheel, so make sure that you have your settings set accordingly. If you were thinking of buying a shifter, buy it for another game. The shifter does not work with this game at all. Oh, that was weird. I think my shifter just activated. Well, anyway, it's unimportant. We'll deal with that some other time. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm probably going to do more coverage with the wheel later. Hope this was helpful, and see you guys on the roads.